Hey everyone, I wanted to introduce someone I met recently, Jeff Burgfechtel. See, I just practiced and I almost butchered it. But anyway, he's a lawyer, but now, law, he's leaving it alone. Now he's more real estate, commercial broker, syndicator. He also does syndication. He's a real estate investor, but I'll let him explain what he does, how he came to do what he does. So Jeff, please kind of go through your background and what do you do now and all that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's interesting how I ended up being a commercial real estate broker because it certainly didn't start out that way. I'm a lawyer by trade and went to Notre Dame and Dayton, Ohio, and stuff like that, and ran multiple different businesses from a bar and grill to luxury custom home building. And it always seemed to keep getting closer and closer to real estate though. So, then I was a luxury custom home builder, and then it was some development. And during this whole time, I was starting to invest in some real estate of my own, some multifamily properties, and just one fourplex. And then it became two, and it just kept growing. And at some point, I was able to take a look and say, hey, I'm actually making as much in my second job, because that's what I always considered real estate back then, as I was in my day job. And so I've actually been very lucky. A few years back now, I've been able to switch over and I do commercial real estate brokerage full time. I still manage my own portfolio, but I'm pretty much out of the law firm entirely, and it's been really great. It's real estate is a very, very special industry. It's very fulfilling.
Awesome. So with that, Jeff, I mean, when we talked, you had a specific niche, you kind of like to concentrate. So yeah, about that. So would you like to connect to, or who can you help? Kind of go through that and, tell us what you like to do there.
Sure. I mean, I've been blessed to have been very successful in commercial real estate. I've bought, I've sold, I've managed, take care of my own. I've done it all. And I believe that the way that I can really give back to both the community and this industry is to help others become successful in real estate also. Right now, there's people out there that own a fourplex or a small apartment complex, and they don't know whether now's the right time to sell, or maybe they should refinance instead, or maybe they should just hold and do nothing. I can help them with that. We have programs that will literally show them exactly the difference monetarily between each of those decisions. There's people out there that are trying to get into real estate that don't know whether or not they should do what I did and buy a duplex or a fourplex to get started on their own, or whether they should partner up with a couple friends and maybe buy something a little bigger than they could do on their own. Or maybe they should join a syndication and be a limited partner, invest that way. And each of these are right for some people because they're different, but it depends on your goals. If you go the syndication route, you're still a real estate owner and you're getting a lot of the benefits, but you have significantly fewer demands on your time. Whereas if you go I'm going to buy a fourplex and run it myself, like I did the first one, I mean, you're getting the calls. Now, you get paid more for that because you're now truly doing two jobs. But I can help people work through that. And that's how I feel I can help. And that's who I'd love to connect with, is anyone that's out there trying to decide, is real estate for me? How can I make it work for me? How can I achieve my goals? I want to help those people because there's no right or wrong goals. I can help them achieve their goals.
Awesome. That's a great segment, I guess. Yeah. So if you're in that realm, if you're not like a seasoned investor and, especially if you're in a multifamily space, or if you're thinking about those multifamily space, reach out to Jeff. He believes in long-term relationships. So, whether you're doing it now or you're thinking in future, connect with him now so he can build that and he can maybe help you work through that. So I'll be posting his links. Obviously, his LinkedIn profile is there, and his brokerage, whatever information I have, I'll be tagging tagging him there. So reach out to him and see if he can help you and build that network with you.
And
So,
it's not just multifamily either, because the beauty of commercial real estate is that multifamily has a lot of benefits, but it also has some drawbacks. I have several clients that are transitioning out of multifamily right now and into what we call triple nets, which would be where you buy like a Golden Chick or or a Walgreens. Everybody always thinks of a Walgreens, although those are more expensive than most people want. But those have a lot of benefits. Maybe you don't make quite as much money, but you have virtually no responsibilities. You still have a lot of and then of course there's also office and retail as well. And each of these areas are right for some people. And I'm actually fortunate to where I've owned all of them. I've owned multifamily, I've owned commercial office, and I've owned triple net. So I can help people in any of those areas figure out what's best for them.
Okay, awesome. All right, there you go. You listened to him. So let's dive into the last two questions. What inspires you to get up and do what you do every day, Jeff, these days?
I just get excited about real estate and helping others with real estate. However they define success for them. I want to help others achieve their goals, and maybe their goal is to be wealthier. Maybe their goal is just to have flexibility of schedule, or maybe their goal is to create a legacy, something they can leave behind for their kids or their family. Whatever their goal is, if it has to do with real estate, I just get excited about it. I still get excited about walking through the neighbor's home when they're having an open house, just because it's fun and it's exciting. And my legacy is going to be all of these people that I've helped and their successful businesses. That's the legacy that I'll leave behind, is knowing that I helped so many people achieve success through real estate.
Awesome. That's a great answer. Awesome. Well, you had a long career both as in law and real estate, so you must have had a lot of tips. But now you got to give me only one tip that it has helped you, and it can help any others, anyone out listening, personal or professional.
This tip is both personal and professional, and it applies across all avenues. It's not just real estate. The number one thing that I can say to anyone is define a goal. Be specific, quantifiable, not a broad platitude like I want to be happy, I want world peace, I want to be wealthy. Something specific and articulable. Define a goal of I want to achieve a net worth of blank, or I want to achieve blank because I know that will bring me happiness. Then lay out a plan to achieve it, not a dream, an actual plan, a series of mini goals that will lead you to that big goal. It's like a staircase. Each mini goal is another step up the staircase. If you just try to jump to the top of the staircase, you're not going to get there. And for me, it's jogging. When I go jogging, I hate jogging. I'm not good at it. When I go jogging, if I say I'm going to go run for 2 miles, never happen. I won't make it around the block twice. But if I take off and I go, I just want to get to that next mailbox. And then as I get close to it, I'm like, no, just to the next mailbox. And I keep adding one more specific, achievable mini goal. Eventually, I've made it that 2 miles. Then you've made the big goal. So make a goal, lay out a plan, don't give up. If it feels like you're not getting there, make the mailboxes closer together, make the goals smaller, but keep moving forward and you will get there.
That's an excellent tip. Awesome. Yeah, it can be professional and personal, everything. Yeah. All right. Awesome, Jeff. Hey, thanks for taking the time. And as I said, Jeff can be reached out through LinkedIn or any other links I'll post about him. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it on the YouTube, or if it's LinkedIn, obviously I'll tag him with the post I'll post. Again, thanks, Jeff.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.